Hey there, my name is Pravus. Welcome back to more Hearts of Iron 4 Darkest Hour, playing as the Empire of Japan. We launched a surprise invasion of the US. We are doing very well in said surprise invasion of the US. I don't see any reason to believe that we are not going to absolutely obliterate these fools. However, we are running into a few small issues where I can't seem to get quite enough supply or air bases to actually advance everywhere that I want to. We've got at least a few places. It's enough to help me continue sustaining a push. If we can at least get into, let's say, the south, that'll be big. Like, if we can get all the way to, let's say, around Florida, Georgia, that's when we're going to start hitting some of the big infrastructure again, and we can continue pushing to our heart's content. It's getting through the deserty areas that's going to be a little bit tougher, but still, this is going unbelievably well for us. So we're going to take over the entire US with 60% collaboration right off the bat, which is going to be amazing. Then I can turn my attention to the allies in, let's say, Southeast Asia. I would love to take over the Indies, Australia, New Zealand, Southeast Asia, and here I'd like to take over India, grab all of this, and then when the allies are officially done, which shouldn't be too bad without the help of the US, we can turn our attention to taking out the USSR with our buddies, the Germans, who we're not even really buddies with, if I'm honest. Like, I'm in absolutely zero risk right now. It's kind of an awesome period to be in. We have nothing to worry about. My equipment's looking phenomenal. My manpower is phenomenal. I've got a pretty darn good economy since I ate all of China. And we're about to take over the US, and I've got a much larger army than they do. Like, the Allies are gonna have nothing left. Absolutely freaking nothing left. Even one tier for the Allies at this point. Holy crud. Once I take the American Navy, oh, buddy, it's gonna be great. I'd be tempted to actually go ahead and just launch from the US to do a naval invasion of the UK just to help take out the Allies faster. It's 1940 and the Germans still can't push into the Benelux region. Hold on, you declared war on Belgium and you didn't immediately just smash through it? What the crud happened? Hold on. Germany, what are you doing? No. Germany. What are you doing? You should be winning this. You are losing ground. You're losing! Just cue the meme of the red skull. Someone will do this in the Reddit. Cue the meme of the red skull like, you are failing! At the Germans. Because that's basically exactly what's happening right now. Holy crud, what a disappointment they are. They're not even bothering with, like, naval invasions anymore. I kind of wonder if... It's impossible to see. I wonder where their troops are. Did the US send a load of troops down to islands, expecting to do lots of island hopping, and then they have nothing left back here? Because at least I left some troops behind in Japan to guard some ports in case they did something and, like, base raced me. But, I don't know, man. Rocket artillery, that is a thing we could start just doing for fun. I never do rocket artillery. Let's get rocket artillery. Screw it. That could be awesome. We can go for upgrades for ground support. I love that. And, oop, never mind. We don't need your help, Manchuria. Thank you, but I actually don't need your help. I would love to go for additional naval doctrine. One more, we can get even more boosts from my carriers. And then naval air agility from carriers is going to be up. We're going to have the best freaking carriers in the world, bar none, is what's going to end up happening. Yeah, and they're just sitting up here in Canada. As long as the US doesn't have a chance to join the faction, though, like, we're good. Like, we'll be fine. And the French are making pushes in Italy. Holy crap, the Allies are gonna crush them. Wait a minute. Whoa, hold on. That's not how this is supposed to go. This could very quickly turn into Japan against everybody. Hold on. That is not what was supposed to happen. No. No. You can't do that. No. We still haven't even bothered with the whole decryption for the enemy ciphers. It hasn't mattered. The US has lost about 200,000 men, I've lost 12,000, so we're still maintaining a pretty dang good kill ratio, but it makes sense. I'm not even running into any actual resistance, which is so bizarre. I wonder if taking out the US is gonna help, like, prevent some lend-leases to the Allies or something. Maybe that's part of what's doing it, but like the French. I don't know what happened with the French, but they're doing phenomenally well. The Germans are gonna lose this one. I don't know what to say about this. If the Germans lose, like, what is going on? I don't know why they have so many troops. I don't understand it. Why are they doing so stupidly well? The Germans have whiffed their opportunity in a big freaking way. And it's actually gonna make my life a lot harder. It's a good thing I'm making such incredible pushes. Once you have the industry of the US, like, I don't think the Allies will be able to touch me eventually. I'm gonna have the equipment and I've got the manpower. We can field a worldwide army, but even so, that's not what I was planning on doing. I didn't want to turn this into a one-person versus the whole world kind of a fight, you know what I mean? Dude, we are advancing so fast my railway guns literally can't even catch up. It's hilarious. They're trying so hard, poor little guys, but like, our trains aren't fast enough, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, we're starting to push up into Chicago at this point. How close are we to the US capitulating? 90%. We don't even need to get to Washington. You know, forget this collaboration thing. Abort, abort, abort. It doesn't actually matter. I can't abort. Well, refund resources. Yes. End this. We no longer care. It's not going to happen. Build intel in the UK and in Paris. I need to find out what the heck is going on over here and have you guys basically just push either directly to Washington or, honestly, get Chicago. And you guys get to, like, Cleveland, Pittsburgh, Detroit, all of that, and the war's over at that point, I think. The US has effectively nothing left, really, and we still never... There they go. We still never encountered proper resistance, and they had so little equipment! What the crud? What a disappointment. Did you guys even make any guns? Yikes. Alright, whatever. It's mine now. And yeah, guys, I'm gonna take literally all of them. All of it. Literally all of it. So, let's select all. And can I select your entire navy? I can. Submit. That's it. There we go. Boom. And that is our new empire, ladies and gentlemen. China, US, Japan, Korea, all united under one giganto super flag. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And let's take a look at that occupied territory. And in the US, 60% compliance. It's actually only at 58%. No, it is at 60%. Got it. Never mind. Okay, so we got that at the 58 there. So this is all looking great. There are a few places where I probably would benefit from having some additional police forces just to make sure resistance doesn't get out of control. But we have plenty of people to do that. And as a result, my factories have jumped up quite a bit. Yep. Not as much as I would think, though. That is not many military factories. Maybe we just need a chance for the US to kind of rebuild or something. I should have a lot more civilian factories at least, so I can definitely remilitarize the US if I need to. But I am admittedly a little confused as to what's going on here. Yeah, not nearly as much of a haul as I was expecting, but I've got lots of room to grow. So I guess we'll call that at least a sort of awesome victory, kind of? Whatever. What's amazing to me is despite the fact that we conquered all of this, my budget still looks absolutely atrocious. I suppose now if I wanted to, I could swap into a system of reducing my war economy. Could go back down to partial mobilization, get those consumer goods. Alternatively, we finally get rid of some of these people, like the construction speed and stuff. Is there somebody who would be better for me here? Something that lets me actually build up, let's say, military factories faster or something? This would let me put more factories toward consumer goods and still get some construction speed. Actually, the laissez-faire capitalist kind of works. So weirdly enough, I'm increasing my consumer goods, and all of a sudden you see that I'm making a lot more money. That ain't half bad for me. That ain't half bad. I'm a little confused as to what's going on over here with Abe, because according to the timeline from actual Japanese history, he should be gone by now. I don't know if we should be back to Fumimaro's by now, but we should be getting to that point, so I kind of need this. But this hasn't happened. And I want to be getting to things like the National Defense State just so we can be done with this. Hold on. This would put factories in Montana? How did it determine that? I have no idea. So the only thing we need to do now is kind of sit back and wait for 1941, since apparently the Germans can't break into France worth anything. And we'll start getting some of our own doctrines, I guess. Man. Yeah, Yugoslavia. I think that something happened where the Germans put too much effort around, let's say, Yugoslavia and Romania. They lost the Balkans, and as a result, they didn't have enough troops where they needed them, and now they're dying. Seems to be what's happening right now. What intel do we have of the US? Holy crap, they've got a lot more troops. Holy crap, they've got almost as many troops as fielded as I do. But the Germans should have a lot too. What is wrong with you people? My navy is phenomenally powerful now, by the way. Got a load of carrier battleship groups right now. Not all the carriers I could have. You probably don't want more than like 4, but like most of these are looking pretty good. I'm actually concerned we may not have enough screening ships. We have some light cruisers, so that's not too bad. Yeah, no, we should be all right. Yeah, these are actually some really strong navies. We could easily go toe-to-toe with the Royal Navy of the UK at this point if we need to. That's no issue whatsoever. So, like, what do? Do I try to save the Germans with the anticipation that I'm going to need their help against the Soviets? How strong do we think the Soviets are? Strong. Strong as me. It's not like the Allies are going to come to their help, but like I really want to beat the Allies. I really do, because taking over Southeast Asia and stuff would be great. But that's a huge war for me. Oh gosh, I actually don't know what I want to do here. Maybe we do follow a semi-historical path, which is to say, the US does get involved in World War II, but it's Japan, and it's on the side of helping the Germans from falling. A complete reversal of fortune. God, that'd be hilarious. Well, if I am going to do this, no matter what, we need more troops. This worked great so far, but we really need a lot more. I'm going to go ahead and start training up a couple of armies. We'll do this a couple times. Gonna train you guys up. We're gonna create literally a whole extra army. We're gonna double our strength. This is the plan right now. We've got the equipment, so I don't see why not. At least I think we have. Yeah, we have the equipment and the manpower. My logistics are about to take a massive hit. We're down to 17,000 extra troops. But I'm gonna train up another 48 divisions right now, with another 32 to follow. We're gonna double our military strength. And with double, we can fight on many, many fronts without too many issues. Big targets of opportunity, Dutch East Indies, mainly to take over their rubber, because if I have their rubber and the US oil, I will have pretty much all the equipment I need to sustain my military for the rest of the game. I won't need to do trade, which is good, because once the Allies are at war with me, they're not going to trade with me. I also want to push into Southeast Asia, knock out the Indian Empire. That could be pretty good for me. And we'll have to have an army that is ready to push into Canada, take all this out, and then use this as an opportunity to jump over to the UK, knock them out. And then this could quickly turn into a situation where I need to go and fight against the French, somehow, and take over all of Europe. A total D-Day of the Japanese. But if that's the case, I want to join this war before the Germans fall, if they're going to fall. And the reason being... Actually, no, I'm not going to be a member of their faction. I was going to say I could become a major war participant, and that at least means that if I land in Germany, I can start recreating their force, and I won't have to, like, occupy all the territory. But that's not true. I'm not going to be part of their faction, so I don't think that's going to work. And we got to do this all the same time without the US fighting me, and the USSR. And the USSR is going to betray the Germans soon. The Germans will be fighting on literally every front soon, and they can't even hold what they've got now. Dear God in heaven, what the frickin' heck is happening? I think we need to hold off for like 1 or 2 months, and then with all the new troops, as soon as they deploy, rush them down over here. I think that's going to end up being the plan. I do, however, want to preemptively move my navy over to the US. Let's say Virginia. I assume this is Roanoke. Let's get over here, because I'm going to need these guys to control the Atlantic now. We have transcended beyond the Pacific. We need to control the Atlantic. I can't believe I'm going to go try to save the gosh dang Germans. Actually, I don't even care if I save them per se, but what I do care about is making sure that I can take out the Allies before they turn their attention to me. That's what I care about. Okay, so we have a bit more intel on the US. Yeah, we have a better idea how many troops they've gotten. It's a lot. French, surprisingly a lot too. Yeah, the UK and the French alone do have more fielded manpower than the Germans. Yeah, that ain't supposed to happen. Air Force, kind of massive. Yeah. French Air Force, not as big, but still pretty big. Navy, pretty big for the UK as well. Okay. Yeah, when we go to war against this is not... Their combined forces is actually pretty strong. They're a little bit scary, I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of shocked and appalled that the US didn't have more to offer me, which is kind of nuts. Really thought they were gonna be a lot stronger than they currently are. Alright, well. What other upgrades can I go for? Let's continue upgrading some of my capital ships. Let's go for some more upgrades to... Let's say my submarines and stuff. I want to make sure that we have a top-class navy ready to take on the UK. Though once the UK is gone, that's going to be fine. Troops are coming along pretty nicely. We got a brief period of time where I can go ahead and start training my troops and get them ready. So let's go ahead and get as many advantages as possible here. And now that we're getting toward the end of November, I think we can justify our war goal. Yup, let's say Alberta, I don't really care. 110 days is going to time out where I should have all my troops deployed and in position. And the faster I go on this, the better, just to have a chance of distracting the Allies long enough for the Germans to regain their footing. If the Germans can get themselves back under control, that's still kind of optimal for me. Because I really would like to have the Germans distract the Allies rather than me take them all on my own. So, I do want to save the Germans. Sort of. I don't care if they survive long term, but I do want to save the Germans long enough that they can be a punching bag. Oh, and the Soviets have declared war on the Germans as well. I somehow missed that. But yeah, they really are under attack on every possible front right now. Oh, for God's sake. There goes Italy. And people are canceling their non-aggression pacts with me for some reason. So here's the thing. Even if I go into this war, I'm fighting the Allies. The USSR will have no one to fight. They're going to turn their attention to me. I almost feel like I need to get a whole nother army just to be ready to ward off the Soviets for a bit. That could very well be the case. You know something that would make some sense? Making sure that I've got lots of supply in regions against the Soviets when the time comes. Because you know that they're going to be a problem. Oh gosh, the Germans are on borrowed time right now. They're about to lose things like Hanover. They've already lost Frankfurt. They're losing their territory in Poland. Oh no. This just took a cakewalk run and just made it so much harder. So much harder. Holy crud. Can I do it though? Yeah, I kind of feel like I can. But holy crud. Alright. We've got the intel I need on a few things. Let's go ahead and prepare a collaboration government with the UK. We'll do it once. Then I'll prep one against the French as well. Having some extra collaboration will be nice. Then I'll need to turn my attention to somehow spying on the Soviets. Not in Moscow, but somewhere. Oh good, the Strike South Doctrine's available. Wait a minute. Am I going to be able to get a... Oh, I'll actually get an annex war goal even faster. Well, actually, it's going to time out almost perfectly. I'll have a Justify war goal against Canada and against the Dutch East Indies at about the same time, actually. That kind of works. I'm going to go ahead and swap out a few of my ministers, looking for things that I think I care about a bit more. Don't care too much about some of the naval stuff. That's all fine. Attrition, entrenchment, speed, defense. Yeah, or we can go for attack. I think I'll take this, because we're going to have to... Are you in 2 roles? You are. That's cheating. You're not supposed to be able to do that. Hey! I think I'm going to start converting some civilian factories into military factories, if possible. We're at a stage where I should have more civilians than I really know what to do with. Whoops. Swap these guys here. Some stuff there, blah, blah. Yeah, let's just go ahead and start doing some swapping. Doesn't take us terribly long to convert. That is something I actually rarely do in this game. But in this case, I think military equipment's gonna be more important for me. Oh, and these are the new armies. Excellent, we are ready. As far as deploying some additional troops, we're mostly gonna be lacking a lot of support equipment. The sooner I can get that back up and running, probably the better. Let's go for strike on the southern resource area. That does make sense. That is kind of the entire point of what I'm trying to do. The Germans are barely holding on right now, but they're losing so much ground. Oh, God. This is... You know, I could just take my current empire and just be like, you know, I feel good about this. I'm done. But nah. We've had it so easy this campaign, sort of, that I feel like we have to take advantage of this opportunity, you know? We'll be able to push through Burma and the Indo-Chinese Union, add them into our faction easily. I should be able to grab the Dutch East Indies. Taking all of this away from the Allies is going to be a massive blow, by the way. They don't have the oil coming out of the US. They're not going to have the rubber coming out of Southeast Asia. It's going to be hard for them to maintain much of an air force and stuff, you know? There's our justification of war. All right, I think we just go for it immediately. I don't really feel like I can afford to wait around. That's a lot of people to fight, but off we go. All right, go, 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 go. Everyone make your push. Green can't do anything at the second. We have to wait for people like the Dutch East Indies to get called in, but that's going to happen. In the meantime, we should be able to push very aggressively now against Canada, grab some of these important supply points. Maine currently kind of struggles a little bit. There's the French Republic. We knew that was going to happen. All right, and here comes a whole mess of people. Boom. So, quick question. Am I at war with the Dutch East Indies? I am. Launch the naval invasion. Go. All right, I got a lot of micromanagement to do here. This will be a little bit scary and stuff, but, like, we'll be all right. Hey, you took Detroit. No. I think what I do is I take Toronto, and then I march through and I kill you when you're encircled. Haha, sucks to be you. And let's go ahead and start making some pushes in this way as well. The Indo-Chinese Union and Burma are currently undefended, which should make my life a whole lot easier. Let's see, how are we going to do with these naval invasions? Should be fine, I would imagine. There are some defenders, but it's not going to be a lot. There goes the Italian East Africa. Okay, that's fine. Let's go ahead and reinforce here, make sure things are super duper easy. You guys help out over here as well. And you guys basically just start spreading like a plague of locusts. We need to get to places like Brunei Town and try to get the British Malaya out of the picture if we can. Take over the entirety of this island. And I think we'll be in a better spot. What are you... Where are you guys going? Oh, you're still going over this way. Ah, that's fine. That's fine, that's fine. I'll play it slow over here. If I can rush a capitulation, that'd be great, but it's not going to be as easy, especially when you have Australia and stuff on the border. How are we looking over here? Fine for the most part. I'd like you guys to push this way and get these guys out of here, if possible. Get Detroit back. How quickly can we get Canada out of the picture? It really shouldn't be that hard, I would think. Canada is going to have a lot of spread out victory points, which gets annoying, yes. But overall, shouldn't be horrible. Like, there goes Vancouver. Calgary is about to fall as well, who is now the de facto capital, which is great. Yeah, you guys just keep doing what you're doing over here. Let's clean this all up. I shouldn't have to micromanage this too much. I see some troops struggling a little bit, and that's because the supply is terrible. But, you know, c'est la vie. Such is the way of things. We'll be fine. Brunei's already gone. That was pretty quick. All right, easy enough. And now I need you guys to help take this, which we should be able to win, I would imagine. There we go. Then, yeah, you guys basically... Oh, gosh. Reorganizing all these forces is going to get real annoying. But it's what we need to do. Let's get some troops up here. Let's tell them to just go ahead and clear out this entire area. Have you quickly pop up over here, because this island is going to be easy to miss. You guys assign here, and the goal is basically to push through the rest of this. All right? Okay, we have our strike done. What comes next? We can't get the country leaders I need to do anything, can I? Gosh dang, what is going on with this? So frustrating. Okay, how are we looking in Canada? Looking mostly fine. They're trying to make a few pushes in a few areas, but it's not a big deal. They should be easy enough to capitulate. Canada, that's not it. Canada. Yeah, we are 94% of the way to capitulation. I just need to grab a couple more victory points and we'll be there. Where can I find something? Is there anything nearby I can take? Yes, it's Winnipeg. Everything goes here. Take Winnipeg and we should be good to go, I think. And then I can reorganize my forces a lot, clean up whatever's left, and then start getting ready for some naval invasions against the UK. Also, try to build up some supply. There goes Canada. Done. Boom. All right, so this all looks nice and easy. Now it's a matter of quickly cleaning this all up. I'll have the cavalry come up over here and deal with this, because I don't feel like letting all my other troops die. That's a lot of unnecessary attrition. Everyone else, for now, create some fallback lines back here. Just get in a position where there's some supply, until I can figure out exactly what I want to do. How are we looking in Southeast Asia? We are making the pushes we were expecting. So far, this is going just fine, though supply obviously sucks. How are we doing over here? For the most part, okay. Supply is still not outstanding. If we can get some flanking over here, that would help. The naval bombardments are going very nicely for me. We can clean up the British troops that are over here. That would be great, so that I can just push off elsewhere. It's about just trying to consolidate my front lines so I don't have to think about it. The more my lines get split up, the more micromanagement I have to do. And that's not going to be fun for me. Okay, that's cleaned up, looking good. Just need a little bit more cleaned up along here as well. Not doing great on supply, but it's fine, not a big deal. As far as some additional research, I'm pretty far behind on industry. I haven't really been bothering with a lot of it. Fuel gain per oil, fine on fuel at the moment. Don't need that or my synthetics. We'll go for some extra construction and factory repair speed. For my navy, blah, 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 blah. Let's go for some extra convoys. And as far as my logistics, still sucking horribly on things like support equipment, despite the fact that I've tossed a lot of factories that way. Let's just keep stacking up on this for now. I'll happily pull back on this later, but for right now, we need to make sure we get back on top of that, because I want to deploy all of these troops. Very important that I have some of that. All right, Yellow, you can go as soon as you're in position to do so. We just want to deny the UK the ability to continue sending reinforcements, and quite frankly, I feel like I need to be getting Newfoundland out of the picture as well. So let's get Grey together and get ready for a very simple little naval invasion. I'm gonna go ahead and deploy at least a fair bit more to help out. Once we have an air force, that makes this a lot easier. The colony of Burma will fall. Chinese Union will fall. Dutch East Indies will fall. And what's over here in, what is this, Labrador? Yeah, Labrador and Newfoundland will fall. Then it's a matter of making our pushes. The Germans are still holding, but only barely. The Soviets are almost to Berlin. All right, well, thank you all very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If so, I would ask you to hit that like button, leave a comment, subscribe, make sure you hit that notify bell, and I will see you guys next time.